Hey guys, this is Starstrix Pearl, and this is Skalkaar episode 4. And we are going to finish the crafting quest, and then we are going to go to New Trismis and look around, because it's changed. It used to be completely intact, but now it's completely destroyed, and I want to see what's going on and see what's happening to it. So we're going to finish these quests, and then we're going to keep going. Okay, so he wants us to go gather 35 uncut garnet, and the uncut garnet is over this way. I noticed in the third episode that some of my audio was cut off because of the lag, and I am terribly, terribly sorry about that. I can't fix that until all of my programs are fixed, and until this antivirus thing goes down, and all the viruses are gone. Once the viruses are gone, I can do whatever, but right now. So something I noticed that was new is that when you click on a ore, it tells you which one that you need to use, like quarrying. It tells you that you need to quarry the quarrying skill, and so the quarry one is down here. It's the second pick from. So there's the mining pick, and then there's the quarry pick. And so this one you have to use the quarry pick, and we're gonna gather this. And we need 35, but I'm gonna get as much as possible because I want to be level 5 in craft, in which we are level 4 right now, so I'm pretty sure we could get to level 10. Which I will probably do that later. I'll mainly just show you guys the quests, and so that you can know what you have to do and lead you around and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm just gonna gather this. It's getting late for me. It's 9 p.m. I'm usually in bed by 8. I go to bed really early, and so I might be getting softer, like my voice will be getting softer, and I might be kind of dragging on a little bit. That's just because I'm really tired. I've been staying up late the past couple of nights, so I'm having more lag. Okay, so the lag wasn't that bad, but I still try to pause the video when the lag starts happening so that my audio doesn't get cut off, and so that it's not really wasting time or anything like that. So I'm just gonna let that finish. Almost full here, so I have other characters. Darstrix Pro is one of them, and she's actually the first one that I made and completed. She wasn't the first one that I made, she was just the first one that I completed and got to level 100 adventure. Her craft is at 52, I'm still working on her craft, but I finished the adventure and I was pretty satisfied. That was basically all I needed to do. And then I started on Castle in the End. Castle in the End is kind of like Dara, but instead of swirls, she's got spots. So she's a little bit different, but it's basically the same as Dara. Except for Dara is Lennis, which means she has more a strength side, powerful, and she's kind of like, but so Dara is like the tank, and Castle is more like the healer in the background of the spell person who kind of does all that stuff. So, Dar's Alenus, and Castle is Helion, is it? I think is how you say it. I'm not exactly sure, but she creates spells and scales and buffs and all that kind of stuff, and like healing things. And Dara can do that too, but because I didn't level Dara's craft very far, she's unable to do as much as Castle can. And so, it's kind of funny because Dara's level 100 in Adventure and Castle's gonna be level 100 in Craft really soon. So, they kind of just contradict each other, which is kind of convenient, but at the same time it doesn't really help because I need them to both be kind of the same. But anyway, now that we have this, we are going to go talk to him first and get the formula. So he gave us the formula, and I'm going to scribe it. Okay, now we're going to take this next quest, which is to craft 6 cut garnet. And I'll talk to him a little bit about it, and then we're going to go over to the gem cutting machine, which is this direction. Okay, so while we are creating our uncut gems, we are going to want to use the gem working ability. So we're going to click on the bench, and we're going to create an item, and we have garnet, uncut garnet, so we're going to create as many garnet as we can. Okay, so we can create 23. We created it, and we are at craft level 3. So I lied, we aren't even close to craft level 5. Well, we're close, but not as close as we could be. But anyway, so now we're going to go back to Gemina and finish the quest. Burstfire logged off. Maybe he had to go, or maybe he was irritated with me. I have no idea. But if he needs help, he can always look on YouTube. Okay, so we just finished that quest, and now we are going to create the Dragon Claw, which he gave us the formula with that, the quest that we just selected, and so we're going to scribe it, and then we are going to go back inside of this little cave thing, and go over to the Scale Forge. And then we're going to want to use the Scale Craft tool, which is this one right here. Okay, so now we're going to click Create Item, click on the Dragon Claw, Create, and we can create 5 of them. That is a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create 1. And then I'm going to create as many as I possibly can, but this time click Auto Deconstruct. Auto Deconstruct just breaks down the what you just made, so you don't have to continuously add them to your hoard or anything like that. You can just keep getting experience points from it. I would probably suggest to make all of them and then add all of them except for one of them to your hoard, and then equip the one that you have left. But I'm going to do it for experience points and not for hoard, so I'm going to auto construct. Okay, so I'm going to auto deconstruct and create all of them. Okay, so I suggest that you just make them because it says here that I didn't receive any experience from deconstructing them, so I suggest that you make them all and then add them to your horde once you're finished. Okay, so now that we've made the claw, we are going to go back to Gemini, but I'm going to equip it first just because I can. So I'm going to equip it and then I'm going to go to him to complete the quest. Okay, this lag is making it really difficult for me. So, I think we just completed the quest. Yeah, okay. Now we are going to make a dragon scale. So the next quest is the dragon scale. So now we have to go find the sandstone. And, yep. So we can add all this other stuff to our horde. And we're going to keep the stuff that we don't use because we're going to go and sell it. And I will show you where to sell it later as we go along. So we're going to glide down here. We're going to go get sandstone so we can create a dragon scale. So it's just over here by the garnet, but off to this other side. So we're going to gather as much of this as we possibly can. So we're going to use the mining tool to get, or quarrying tool to gather the sandstone. I thought it would be mining, but I guess not. So we're just going to let that fill up. Okay, so we just gathered all that my inventory could hold, and now we're going to go back to Geminoth. Now in the quest it tells you that you only have to grab 50 slabs, but I just gather as much as I possibly can hold. So we're going to go back to him and complete the quest. And then I think there's one more quest after this, and then we get to go to New Trismis and meet the Stewart of New Trismis from the quest that we acquired from Karkath a while back. Okay, so now he's going to have us create sandstone bricks, which he gave us a formula, you can tell. And we're going to scribe that and greet him again. And now we're going to go create those bricks. The machine is just over off to the side of the scale forge, and you're going to want to use the stone crafting ability, or stone working ability. Get it. So create item, sandstone brick, and stone working ability. Now you don't want to use auto deconstruct because you want these bricks. You want them. So we're going to create as many as we possibly can. And then we're going to go back to the instructor. Artisan Geminoth. My bad. Okay, we're gonna go take these back. Okay, so now that we have... Okay, I lied, there's 2 quests after that one. Okay, so now he's gonna give us the scale. We're gonna scribe it. Now we're gonna go creative. Okay. I also noticed that the instructors, they actually turn when you greet them from a certain angle. They turn to face you. They didn't used to do that, and it's a little bit scary, I think, because they're not NPCs. Makes it feel like they're not anyway, but... Okay, so now we go back to the Scale Forge, create the item, use the Scale Craft ability, and we are going to create the dragon scale. And we're going to make one... Well, make all three. Go ahead and make all three. And then equip the one and add the others to your horde. In fact, add everything to your horde. So we're at level 4, almost level 5, but that's not there quite yet, but that's okay. We'll do it in New Trismis if you still can. So yeah, if you still can, we'll just do it in New Trismis. Okay. Okay, he's got more for us. Oh yeah, spells. So I'm gonna end this episode right here. And yep, so this is episode 4, and this is Dark Strikes Pearl, and I will see you in the next episode.